They're going to try and throw. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night.
Let's go.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Tua. Looking deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 46 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Jones is in. Touchdown, Packers. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
They did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now a hit and a loose football. There he goes left side. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. You hate every fumble. You really hate that. You're going to have great field position, and then he coughed it up.
Well, they went from elation to deflation in a hurry, didn't they? I mean, everything was working just right for them. That type of a return, that field position that they expected to have, unfortunately, none of it came through.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down again. Rashawn Gary, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Ready, set.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Tua now on 1st down. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Bo Melton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Down.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Falcons had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games that...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Tua. He's going to wind up and air it out. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs. And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point attempt to come here. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Packers 21, Falcons nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but, well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 33. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half with the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Tua to try again on second down. He's going to go up top again. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers continue to pull away here in this first half. The extra point splits the uprights, and it is 28-0.
Falcons nothing.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
2nd and 5. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Let's go. Ready?
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Going up top. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Black shot. You, yellow, red, green. Hey, blue. Black ultra. Ready?
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to pass. Tua. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And his kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Very short kick. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And the Packers pick it up.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Tua, the final shot before half. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Okay,
8
ready?
yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Here's Tua. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Here we go, set. Green jack. Red, yellow. Set.
Tua on fourth down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation, but they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
He's going to air one out. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Partner, give that coordinator a raise because he's been pedal to the metal all game, sending rushers from all angles at the quarterback. And there, within range of a safety, he really made the right call, and it got him to the ground and picked up 2 points.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Ready,
They fake the handoff. Now Tua rolling to his right. A check down here to Jones. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And Jones has it over the middle. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He'll find Jones again, complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tua. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Come on, set. Go, 52. Hut.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they have now gone for it on fourth 4 times, and they have converted no times.
I know we talk about analytics and how it's entered into the game, and there's a good percentage that says, go for it. You will actually make a good percentage.
Ready.
In this case, the analytics just went right out the window. 0 for 4. They've got to start looking at things in a different way.
Dancing to his left.
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other. and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this, wave till they seasick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish.